So we're gonna do something kind of different.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a vlog Q&A. So we're gonna take you through our day, like a vlog, and answer some Q&A stuff that you guys left on our Instagrams. So yeah, right now Hannah just got back from
my kickboxing class, and then I met Kylie at the grocery store, and we got some things for breakfast, and we were just drinking our coffee and enjoying the morning together.
Watching New Girl, and we decided to go ahead and start since we have so many questions and we haven't filmed a YouTube video in so long. The first question was the best relationship advice you've gotten or could give. I don't know, do you want to go first?
Sure. I guess mine would be communication. Just learning each other's communication styles and how your partner's love language compares to that, and try to come up with a process of communication that helps both those things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I think we both like harp on communication because it's been so helpful to us and like a big part of our relationship. That might not be the most important thing to everybody in their own individual relationships, but for us that's been the most important and something that we've had to like keep going back to make sure that we're doing things in a healthy way and we're communicating correctly. But yeah, we'll see you back in a second for the next question. Hi!
Hello everyone!
So we're packing some Depop orders. For those of you that don't know, we have a Depop shop where we resell our clothes that we no longer wear. Sometimes we like go out and thrift items for you guys to buy from Depop as well. And we do drops a few times throughout the week, just like small drops, usually like 5 to 10 pieces.
Yep.
And then yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We're packing orders for that. And we figured we would answer another question. Or maybe a few.
What's your question?
It was something along the lines of like our opinion on people thinking that in women loving women relationships that one of us has to be a masculine. And I don't think either one of us have that belief.
No, not at all.
I feel like that like misconception comes from like the heteronormative side of things, where like it's almost like we're supposed to be mocking a straight relationship when that's not the case at all. And I think that sometimes even queer women sometimes fall into that because that's just like the societal norm or like the pressure that's being put on them.
I also think it's a way for people who are not entirely sure of their sexuality or haven't been educated in sexuality. That's how they kind of
perceive it,
excuse themselves being lesbian because they have like internalized homophobia.
Yeah, that's true.
So like they're like, well, I have to date someone that looks masculine, but that's not true at all.
Yeah, and I think that like when I first came out, I thought that was like my general type was like masculine women, but we've had this conversation and like I think I would be open to dating a feminine woman. I think Hannah would be open to dating a masculine woman. Like,
absolutely.
It's not about it's more about the person than it is about anything else. So that's how we met.
We met through a mutual friend. Well, before that, we actually met on Tinder. We matched, but neither one of us reached out.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had a chance.
I didn't think that Hannah would have been interested in me too. I think we were on the same wavelength. We were like, no.
I was like, there's no way. Did you say 2010?
I said we were both too hesitant.
Oh, I think you said that's so 2010.
No.
But yeah, and then a mutual friend that introduced us to one another because I was moving to Spartanburg. And then we met up at a bar.
We did, and I got Hannah drunk on tequila.
Yeah.
And she puked.
Yes.
Outside my car. Which is always a really fun story to tell.
It is, isn't it?
Someone asked how our relationships are with our families. I have a very strained relationship with pretty much my entire family, not including my sister, who I speak to regularly. I have a niece and nephew through her. So yeah, we stay in pretty good contact, and she is actually the first family member I came out to. She was really supportive, really sweet about the whole thing. So I'm really lucky to still have that relationship with her. But I feel like there's this misconception with me that my relationship with my family is strained because I'm gay, and that's not the case at all. I haven't really had a relationship with my mom since I was like, I want to say like 15. When my parents got divorced, things just kind of went up in flames, and then my dad and I's relationship started to strain when I went to college. But yeah, so I think that me being gay has impacted my relationship with my dad a lot more. I think our relationship is a lot more strained because of that, but that's not the only reason or the main reason why
Of course.
our relationship is the way it is.
I have a really good relationship with my parents and the entirety of my family. They are really supportive of me and they're really supportive of us. And yeah,
We love them.
yeah, they're great. It's really all there is to say about it.
I think another question was, are our libidos on the same level, and are we in sync, and how that works? Sorry, we have a bell on our front door and the dogs run by it.
Yeah.
The answer is definitely no.
But we make it work.
Yeah, we do. A lot of effort to try and figure that out. I used to have I feel like a regular sex drive, and then I got put on Prozac, and it absolutely wrecked my libido. Like, it's insane. And so it's taken me like a year to recover from that and just like feel normal. And like, I think I've been frustrated with myself, which makes Hannah feel like she's frustrated because she can't do anything to really help it or fix things. But yeah, it's a lot of communication. It's gotten a lot better recently.
No, it has. It definitely has. I think for me, it took me a long time to feel like this isn't like my fault, this isn't my problem, but I don't know, I was just putting a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah. It's easy to feel hurt by that, you know?
It is, and I'm like, is it me? Like, did I do something? Like, does she just like not like me? Does she not want to have sex with me?
Yeah, no, so that has like, and I feel like a lot of couples can relate to that, especially now that like depression and anxiety are like normal topics to talk about, and how SSRIs impact our body and like the chemistry in our body. So I feel like a lot of people go through that, and it's not necessarily talked about often.
Right. And it's not an unhealthy situation. Like, it definitely caused some tension at the beginning, but like the fact that we could talk about it and like communicate about it and like we've reached some kind of
understanding.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, I think like it's really important to like give your partner space to feel good about themselves, because there are so many contributing factors to like being comfortable in that realm of things, you know. So like if I'm like not feeling the greatest, I can't let that affect Hannah's relationship with her body, if that makes sense. So like giving her time and space to like spend time with herself, and then also we do things to make us both feel good. So like I feel like going to the gym and like feeling positive about our own bodies has been really helpful. But yeah, I know it's like such a touchy subject because it's weird to talk about to a group, like a bunch of random people. But
well, now you guys know all about our sex life.
Yeah.
So.
But I do want to, you know, like put it out there that it does get better. It's not always bad, because it's been, I think probably like the past 5 to 6 months have been an upwards.
Oh yeah, so
like,
much better from like when we first started dating.
Yeah, it was crazy because like our sex life was really normal, fantastic, and great
for like 6 months.
For 6 months, and then I got put on Prozac, and it was just like
depleted.
I felt like a paper bag.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was really weird. And then like weaning myself off of it, and then trying to get like everything in my body to feel normal again took a really long time, and it was really frustrating. But yeah, so just know that it doesn't get bad. It's not bad for all the time. It's not bad all the time, and it gets better. Do you have anything else you want to say about it? Because I feel like your perspective on it is a little different, because I was the one struggling and you were the one having to just kind of wait it out.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely more about being patient with your partner when they're going through something like a SSRI problem, because it's not like, I put a lot of blame on myself during it. Like when it first began, I was like, maybe she's not attracted to me, like, because I had never been with a partner that had taken SSRIs before Kylie, and it was just like super confusing.
Right.
So I feel like there's a lot of confusion around that when it's happening, but just like staying patient and like communicating with your partner with like what you can do to better the situation.
Yeah, because we kind of allowed that to affect us
For a
in a
long
negative
time.
way for a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you feel like it's a touchy subject, you don't know how to bring it up, you're feeling insecure. Like, both of us were feeling insecure.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you have that conversation in a constructive way without like attacking each other, or, you know, allowing your insecurities to come out with anger instead of like trying to seek understanding. But
Yeah, no one wants to talk about sex like,
No.
when you're not having it.
Right. But I can say that if we wouldn't have had that conversation, or if we wouldn't have had those conversations, things would have been really bad.
Yeah.
And like, we allowed it to be like not a toxic environment, but a negative environment for a long time, because we just didn't know how to communicate about it.
Yeah.
But it's really, really important, and it doesn't have to be that big an issue.
No, it doesn't. And I think like if more people talked about it, it would be more accepted, like more of an accepted conversation. Like, I feel like if we would have seen people talk about this, like when it was happening, in its peak, like we would have been able to like communicate it.
Exactly. We literally just saw a TikTok about it, like, I don't know, maybe like a month ago, and we just kind of laughed, like, if someone would have had this conversation, we would have felt so much more comfortable.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
and it's good to know now that, like, if anything ever comes up in the future where one of us isn't feeling great or something happens, like, we've already tackled this issue, so we know how to cope with it in the future.
And like, even if it's not about like a lack of libido, or like if it's like
body image,
you did something that upset me, or like I didn't like this, I didn't like that, or I really like this and I don't like that, like it's an easier conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. And it won't, we won't allow it to be such a big thing when it doesn't need to be such a big thing, because communication about that is extremely important. I love you.
I love you.
The next question was how to meet other queer people in your community.
Social media is going to be your biggest tool and like your biggest opportunity to find other queer people in the area.
Hannah and I definitely struggled with that when we moved from Spartanburg to Charleston. So we, like, Hannah knew people, but like, we just wanted to branch out, you know? Like, it's important when you're moving to a new place, and like, even if you do know people, to just meet new people, because that's important. So we literally made a friends Tinder, and it was like, just, obviously you have to like weed through the weird people. Like, we got lots of messages about being rainbow, what is it, unicorn girls, I don't know. And we were just like, no, that's like not what we're interested in. And you have to understand that, like, especially if you're using a dating site, like, people are on there to find people to date. So we did get weird things, but we just like put in our bio, like, this is strictly for finding friends in our area. Like, if you're looking to hang out and do X, Y, and Z, like, we would love to meet up, and like blah blah blah. And we've met a few of our closest friends through that route. And I think once you find those like few people,
they just kind of because they know people like within their queer community, and like
you just get introduced to so many new
that's the coolest thing about like Charleston, is that there's such like there's not a large population of LGBTQ plus people, but like our group of people really are like our group of people.
Yeah. And we have a very tight-knit group of friends, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
But
social media.
Yeah, social media.
Definitely.
Hello, we're back with more questions.
We're on the way to the gym.
Yep.
We've been trying to go earlier in the day because we like getting out earlier.
And when it's still sun shining.
And we're picking up our friend from the airport, so our gym is kind of right by the airport, so it just made sense to go now. Okay, so we had a question that was like, what are things that we're looking forward to the next year? Do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I feel like I have a lot going on.
You do have a lot going on.
So, next month I'm graduating college. I'm applying to grad schools. What else are we doing? My brother's graduating. He's going to college.
Yeah.
My parents are moving. It's just like a lot going on in like my side of the family.
Building a house, which is going to be really exciting. I'm just so excited for them to like be in a space that they love. I'm probably going to go back to like working a full-time job sometime like towards the end of the summer if I can make it last that long. My options open, so I'm excited to find a new career path that kind of fulfills me. What else?
We just want to have a really fun summer.
Yeah,
I feel like it's going to be like the last summer where we really get to like be college kids.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the reason why I took so much time off of work, just because I've been working and playing sports nonstop since I was 17 years old, and like even before that, but I just mean like so much so that I didn't even have time to do anything else. And so my summers were consumed with volleyball and school, and like I have literally never had a summer where I just got to do whatever I wanted to do and didn't have to worry about work, so to say. I think social media is still like definitely considered a job, considering how much we have to do for it. But like I just haven't had a summer free, and I think Hannah feels the same way. It's like travel ball and like doing things for school, and it's just like nice.
Like I never got to experience like a summer.
Yeah.
Like since I was
That was
12.
free of everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to that, and we feel very, very blessed and thankful to have the opportunity to do that.
I'm very excited.
The next question is our favorite thing about our relationship.
It's the fact we're best friends for me.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
but
say
really.
the fact that we're so open with each other. I've never had to guess whether I can be myself in front of Hannah or around Hannah. I don't really have to like watch what I'm saying. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of like feeling embarrassed or like not. I don't know, like not normal or
No,
weird
there's
or
nothing
awkward.
you could do that would make that would be like, oh my god, this girl's weird.
Like I literally made her smell my armpit yesterday.
No, you really did. It was terrible. I'm not really happy about it.
Yeah, so definitely that. I think it's helped us grow in a lot of ways.
But it's like we got to experience like those, what are they called? Like periods of what we actually were. Like we were friends before we started dating, and then we were talking kind of like in the same what?
You tilted me upwards. You were like,
Oh, my bad. What was I saying?
we got to experience every phase of dating.
Right, and I feel like that's really important because it's made us really close to one another.
Yeah, I feel thankful that we didn't rush through anything.
Yeah.
Like we talked for a decent amount of time. We went through
We're
every
close,
phase of dating.
yeah.
Like we talked for an ample amount of time, and we dated each other. We didn't like just skip right into like
Right.
being in love and like being
Living
in a
together.
relationship. Exactly.
Yeah, we took our time.
So we really got to know each other, which was really nice. So when it came down to like us actually being in a relationship, we had a foundation of just like knowing each other pretty decently well. That like when we started having like minor arguments or like disagreements, it was easier to
We
tackle
understood.
those because it wasn't like we had just met this person, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think it definitely helped us kindle a friendship as well.
Yeah.
Because when we first started dating, we didn't really know what we were.
No, we were so chill about everything. Like we didn't really like put a label on anything. Like I remember that the first time I texted you and I was like, so like, are we?
Yeah.
Are we,
Yeah, what
are we
are we
talking? Are we like? Because this seems more than like just flirting, hooking up. Yeah. I was like, I have feelings.
Right. I'm glad you made that move because I was very nervous.
Oh my god, I like threw my phone. Like I don't think I read the answer back. I think I made like Jesse or like someone on the team like read it to me because I was so nervous.
I was the same way, and I thought if I came back at you with like, yes, I really like you, like I could see us dating, that you were gonna run away scared. So
But I
was
asked
like,
you.
I know, so I was like, yeah, I would love to continue getting to know you and form a deeper connection and like blah blah blah. I was
We
trying
were
to
so
play it.
sweet. We used to
I
be
know.
like, we used to use words like organically and like.
I
we were
tried to
so
be
gushy
cool.
gushy
I was
over
trying
each
to play
other.
it off so well.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna let this girl know that I'm like
Head over heels.
gushing about her to everyone else.
I was freaking out.
That's crazy. It feels like forever ago.
I know.
But yeah, all right, we're at the gym. We're gonna go get a workout in, and we'll catch you guys after.
Bye guys.
Bye.